Hello friends, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, make sure to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell to let you know anytime I upload a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make cloud bread. This recipe only has 3 ingredients. It's very simple to make. You only need 3 eggs, an 8-ounce block of full-fat cream cheese, and 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Now I will be listing the ingredients, measurements, and directions in the description box below. So first thing you're going to want to do is separate your eggs, your yolks in one bowl and your whites in another, and then soften your cream cheese. Again, this is an 8-ounce block. Now I did set mine out for about an hour and then I popped it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Now if you do put yours in the microwave, just make sure not to overheat it so that it doesn't scorch your egg yolks when you combine them together. And I stirred mine around a little bit to make it a little more pliable before putting it into the egg yolks. And I do want to let you guys know this was my first time making this recipe, so I really didn't know how well I could do with a whisk, but I did go ahead and give it a try. Cream cheese is kind of iffy at times. Sometimes I can whisk it and it does great, and then sometimes not. So for whatever reason this go around though, it did mix well, but I still had some little cream cheese lumps in there. So I eventually ended up using my hand mixer. Just so you guys know, you might want to just use your hand mixer to do this, or whatever, whatever mixer you have. But I am trying to go ahead and smooth everything out, but it just wasn't working for me. So I eventually just put it to the side and worked on my egg whites. Now for your whites, you're going to want to add 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Now for this, of course, you're going to want to use a mixer of some sort. I've got my hand mixer. This process is kind of, lengthy. This probably took a good 5 to 6 minutes because basically you're wanting your whites to form into that fluffy white consistency. It almost looks like a meringue. You don't have to. It didn't have to be to where they have stiff peaks. I don't know. I've not really heard that, but that was kind of the process I was trying to get to. And mine almost did. They weren't completely like stiff peaks, but it was pretty firm, so I was happy with the result. Now I'm going back and mixing my yolk mixture just because I was just not happy with the little cream cheese lumps in there. So but again, if you have more time than I do and more patience and don't mind doing the whisk, great. By all means do it that way. But after this, basically you're just going to combine your 2 mixtures together. Now this process is a little tricky. So basically you are going to fold your ingredients. You don't want to stir, you don't want to do this, you want to do it gently and not overdo it. And just as you see, I'm gently folding everything in just to make sure, everything's combined. But I think where I messed up is I actually did this for too long. I think it actually lost some of that fluff, and you'll see at the end of the video, mine didn't turn out quite the way that I had anticipated. But again, this was my first go at it, so it's just trial and error. But basically, you're going to pour your mixture on a shallow baking pan. Now, I've sprayed mine with Pam cooking spray. You can use wax paper, whichever you prefer. And you just pour them out. I've got mine, they look like pancakes to me. And I guess I misjudged the sizing, so the first 3 were like really huge, and then the last 3 were smaller, and then they started running together, so I had a little bit of a mess. Maybe my pan wasn't big enough. I think next time I'm going to use a loaf pan, because I have seen folks use a loaf pan instead of a baking pan. I feel like that's probably easier, less messy, and I just feel like it's a better way of doing it, but that's just me. So you're going to want to bake this. Now, I've seen 2 different instructions for this recipe. I've seen 350 for 15 to 20 minutes, which is what I used. Or I've also seen 325 for 30 minutes. I think next time I'm going to do the 325 for 30 minutes because mine, the bottoms, got a little more done than I would have liked, and they didn't turn out quite as fluffy. Now, I don't think that the fluffy part had anything to do with the baking. I think that was just because I stirred too long. But all in all,
Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.